Okay, so let's do problem 238. The question itself is straightforward. We are given input 1, 2, 3, 4, and then output will be, so the first element will be multiples of all the other elements. The second output will be multiples of all the other elements as well. The easiest way to do it is multiply all the numbers in one loop, and in the other loop we just divide the product by the current element to get the following outputs. But since they told us not to use division operation, we have to come up with the other method. So suppose we have the number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's have a look at 4, for example. How do we get it? The way we do it is we multiply all the numbers on the left and then multiply all the numbers on the right. And then if we multiply those two together, we'll get the required output. Likewise, in the case of 5, we multiply all the numbers on the left and then multiply all the numbers on the right and then multiply them together. But what happens, we are looking at the number 2. We have to multiply all the numbers on the left, but there is no number on the left, so in the case we have to multiply by 1 and then multiply all the numbers on the right. Same thing for number 6. There's no number on the right, so we multiply all the numbers on multiply by 1 and then multiply all the numbers on the left. So how do we do it? So we do need actually 2 loops. So one loop will get all the numbers, all the products of the numbers on the left. So we are going to multiply 2 by 1. In 3 we're going to multiply 1 by 2, and then when we're looking at the third one we do 1 by 2 by 3 and so on. And then for getting the products of the right hand side, so we start from the right hand side, obviously we multiply by 1. When we look at 5 we multiply 1 by 6 and then 1 by 6 by 5 and so on. And then when we get these 2 arrays, we multiply them together in the other loop. So in total we need 3 loops. So how do we do it? So we do need int size, for example, that stores the length of an array, and then we do need int array for storing the products on the left. So I'm gonna call it numbers L equals new int, and then it will be size of length. And then we do need one for right hand side as well, and then we also need the ones that we have to return, which will be answer. And as we operate a loop, we do need some value that stores the product of the left hand side as well as the right hand side. So we need a variable for that. I'm gonna call it product L. I'm gonna set it to 1, and then int product R, which I'm gonna set it to 1 as well. And then the first loop, I is less than size I plus plus. In the first loop, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply say nums.L I is equal to product L, and then we're gonna update our product L by multiplying itself by the number we are looking at. So in our first loop, we are gonna say the first element is L, which is 1. And in the next iteration, because we update our product L to 1 multiplied by the current element, which will be 2, so the second element will be 2 as expected. We're going to repeat the same thing for the right hand side. Obviously the condition for loop has to change. It has to be size minus 1, and then it will be I is greater than or equal to 0, and then it should be I minus minus. And then we are looking at nums R is equal to product R, and then product R we have to update them to like that. And then in the next iteration we basically multiply those 2 arrays as they store in our answer.I is equal to nums.Li multiply by num star ri, and then we just return answer. Let's check. Condition is okay. Condition is also okay. Okay, this one should work. Let's run it. Answer nums L by answer should spell mistakes. Okay, test has passed, and let's submit. Alright, let's run submit again, because it depends on the speed of the internet, so sometimes you get better answers. The last time I ran it, it was 90 something percent, so it actually depends on the internet speed. So that's the, so 90.94%, so that's the best result we can get. That's it.